Welcome to Academic Arguments, Part 6, Credibility of Evidence. So far, we've talked about claims, how to support them with evidence, how to explain evidence, and how that all gives credibility to your ideas. Now, let's look at how to show your evidence in your writing. In our writing, it is not good enough to just say, research proves my point. You have to give credit to the source where you found that evidence. That's where citations come in. Citations are a way of tagging your evidence so your reader knows exactly where it came from. This also allows the reader to check the evidence for themselves. Doing this gives additional credibility to your arguments. For academic writing, common formats are used. We will use what is called APA7. It is a style created by the American Psychological Association, and it's used in many subjects, including social sciences, psychology, business, and education. At the most basic level, the reasons for using a common format are twofold. First, the format helps the writer organize their ideas and helps with the structure and sharing of meaningful academic arguments. The second reason is that the format makes it easier for the reader to follow and understand what the author is writing about. After all, we write in order to be understood. And the APA format is one highly effective way of writing in order to be understood. Let's look at how this works. The example claim we are using for this series is, students learn better when they get enough sleep. Suppose you did some research and you found a study by Newberry et al. From 2021 that shows sleep after learning improves the ability to remember new learning. If you want to use this in your written assignment, you might write something like this. Research has shown that sleep improves memory and learning, Newberry et al., 2021. That short part in parentheses, the author's last name and the year, is called an in-text citation. It's the tag that points your reader to the full source. At the end of your essay, you'll create a reference list. That's where you give the full details of the source, so anyone reading your paper can find it themselves. For our example, in proper format, the reference might look like what's on the screen. Now, notice how the in-text citation Newberry et al. 2021 matches the reference at the end. A part that is easy to miss is that every in-text citation must connect to one full reference, and every reference connects back to an in-text citation. For our example, the study we used was authored by 4 experts. Because of this, we used an abbreviation. We used the name of the first author and the shortcut of et al., which means and others. The purpose of this episode is to show you how to use your evidence and to show your reader the validity of your evidence. There are more details about using APA than what is covered here. Check with the Writing Center and resources available to you in the course. When you combine these pieces, the evidence itself, the in-text citation, and the full reference, you're showing your reader that you've done careful, scholarly work and that your claims are valid and credible. Let's wrap this episode up. Remember to insert your evidence into the paragraph, to tag it with an in-text citation, and to match that citation to a full reference at the end of the written assignment. Oh, by the way, always include a link so the reader can easily find the source document you used. That also adds credibility to your work. This is how you take evidence and make it part of a valid and credible argument.